They gon' let me in this club in these dirty vans. Clean money, I count stacks with these dirty hands. Do a show, caught the rack with my new advance. 50 bands, 80 bands, 100 bands. I'm the American dream. We the American dream. No money, no class, look at them. Another day in the USA. Just another day in America. Kids from my hood look up to the system set us up for failure. I just want to make enough to pay dividends, then invest in black businesses. They teach us to hate what we see in the mirror, but it can't break our spirit.
All right, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the steel capital of the world, Pittsburgh, PA, at Heinz Field. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Baltimore Ravens and the Pittsburgh Steelers. Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Over. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
On second down, Jackson. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. First time that they've called his number tonight, and it gets him a first down.
Detroit! Over!
On first and 10, it's Jackson. Dancing to his left. He's letting this one go. That's caught inside the 20. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 41 yards.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
From the red zone now, here's Jackson on first down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. The confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way,
got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Alshon Jeffrey, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Ravens take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And now the Ravens are going to take another timeout. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. Rudolph going to lead the Steelers up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gone, gone. Gone, gone. Watch him now, Barney. Barney.
On 2nd down, here's Rudolph. Wide open receiver complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. And they'll go on the ground. And he'll take this one down to the 36. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Barney, Barney. Hot. Hot.
And they'll run it here. And tough sledding. You'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Detroit! Now let's go! 3-19! 3-19! All right, now, lucky 56! Lucky 56!
Throwing on 3rd down, here's Rudolph. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a 1st down.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
Now a handoff looking right. He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line.
Detroit! Detroit! Hey. Gone! Gone! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Rudolph throwing on 2nd down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up 1st and goal.
His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate, gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage. But now, in this situation, the field is really condensed, partner. So if he's going to throw the football, that has to be pinpoint here.
I was going to ask you about that. Field shrinks, has to be sharper, but it's been a good opening drive so far.
Now they just want to see if they can cap it off with the bell ringer and put it in the end zone.
Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
They'll give it to him up the middle. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Rudolph. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Ross Travis, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Extra point put through by Boswell. And we are tied at 7. So we're right back where we started. All even as the kick's away. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. Well, it's one thing to grab it with one hand, but when you make a catch of that distance, quite another.
Yes, sir. I mean, that one right there, we keep talking about the high-flying antics that we're seeing from receivers nowadays. Doesn't matter what spot they start in. But when it actually does happen in the heat of battle, brings me right out of my seat.
It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down.
And while he did a good job of sliding around in the pocket, there was nowhere to go with the football, so he had to take off and try and run. He just got back to the line of scrimmage, no gain.
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. Only a gain of a couple there. That leaves them needing about 7 here on 3rd down.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there, but how about what we did see?
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue landed. Blue landed.
Jackson from the shotgun. He dumps it off to Drake. Oh, he breaks a tackle, and he's got an alley. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
On 1st down, Drake. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Kenyon Drake with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Ravens are in for 6. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
Yeah, that was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39, green 39.
And they'll go with the ground attack here. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. At 5 yards on the play there, as the drive will continue.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game, because that was his longest run of this contest.
And on the ground they go with the running back. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. Well, that play was doomed right from the start.
They just about ran into every defender on that one, didn't he? It felt like everyone got a piece of that tackle.
Gone, gone! Gone, gone! Gone, gone!
They'll try the air now. Here's Rudolph. This is caught by Antonio Brown. And they're going to have this in a great spot way down in Baltimore territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 53 yards. A real field flipper there, as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone.
Gone, gone! Gone, gone!
From the red zone now, Rudolph. This will be caught at about the 6. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he get a good headed scheme going.
And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Just a gain of a yard, but it's going to set him up with a first and goal.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll go with the keeper. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's second down. They'll try and sneak it here. And he is not going to get in as the big bodies stop him at the 1. Officially no gain on the sneak. Kind of a wasted play there, and now it's third down. So now it's 3rd and goal. This Raven defense trying to keep him out of the end zone. It's a quarterback sneak, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Mason Rudolph with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. And he's got it up and through. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And the Ravens taking the field. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Jackson on first down. Flush to his right. Now he'll let it go deep right. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they're running right through it. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25. A big play that time for the Ravens. And even 50 yards.
Watch it now, Barney. Barney. Gone, gone. Gone, gone. All right, here we go. Green.
Now Jackson on first down. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. The ball comes out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Lamar Jackson with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Ravens have broken the tie. Tucker now for the extra point. Tucker with the extra point, and the lead is now 21-14. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match than a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
They just keep trying, but so far, finding no room for him to run.
None whatsoever. In fact, you run the numbers. He's under 3 yards a carry at the moment. Well, they don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. So 2 minutes to go in a wild first half. Back to Heinz Field after this. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39. Watch it now, Barney. Barney. Detroit. Detroit.
Here's Rudolph now on 2nd down. Open man is Switzer complete. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
On 1st and 10, Rudolph. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And still fighting. That's now a 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
From the gun, Jackson. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete. Defensively, celebration time because they finally forced an incompletion. He was perfect throwing the ball to that point.
Yeah, but from his viewpoint, they didn't force the incompletion. He just missed. That's how hot he is right now, and that's how he wants to continue to throw the ball.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. From the gun, it's Jackson. His throw caught at about the 5. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. In for the score. And the Ravens will add on to their lead.
I know these wide receivers are about flash and dash and high-flying plays, but a good number of them played running back at some point in their career, and that's how they finish off a lot of their big plays, run after the catch.
And this time he finishes off the big play in the end zone. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. They'll get this one to Switzer. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
No, check, Patriot!
Here comes a first down throw from Rudolph. And they're not able to hook up there, incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's Rudolph. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Cameron Jordan in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. And the Steelers on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense, as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. And the Steelers on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. Now it's Rudolph. Man open left side is Brown. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
Gone!
On first down, Rudolph. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. James Washington, as the first half is winding down. And the Steelers are able to make this a close game again. These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today it's track shoes. That's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far and fun to watch. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch up. You want the third quarter already? No problem. Let's do it. Okay, Coach. Appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? The Steeler offense now with a football first here to begin the third quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Back to throw, Rudolph. Over the middle here to Brown. Antonio Brown, kiss him goodbye. Past the 20. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Antonio Brown, 76 yards. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. And his kick is good. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. The Ravens offense getting ready now for their first possession of the second half. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Gotta wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Watch him now, Barney. Barney. Hot. Detroit. Detroit. Hot.
Now Jackson on second down. Throwing left side, it's complete. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. That, I believe, will put him over 100 yards receiving for the game. Yes, it will. And he's got a first down to boot.
Watch him now, Barney. Barney. Over.
And they'll go on the ground. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up second.
So statistically, both of these offenses having a rough time getting a running game going. But boy, what a nice play there defensively.
Tackling him behind the line, but you're right, you look at the numbers. Neither side looks on track in the ground game. Stepping up, he'll try and run. Finding some room at midfield. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a first down. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46.
Detroit! Detroit! Gun! Watch him now, Barney! Barney!
Operating from the gun. Jackson under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
On second down, here's Jackson. Fuller brings it in over the middle. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on third.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
And he's able to get it to the 33, good enough for a first down. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another first down. This quarterback now, pretty remarkable, 14 of 15 through the air, only 1 incompletion, and another 1st and 10 here.
All right, now, lucky 56, lucky 56.
From the gun, Jackson. And that'll be incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line.
Detroit! Gun!
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. Now he's going to let it go deep right sideline. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up third. Well, not to get too overcritical there because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off kilter there when he threw that.
I don't think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it, and he gets those shoulders right. That pass will go from incomplete to complete.
Detroit! Detroit! Gun! 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 Watch him now, Barney! Barney!
On third down, Jackson got his man complete over the middle. That's Fuller. 70th catch for him on the year, and like so many others, this goes for a first down.
Well, we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
And they'll run it here. Fights loose. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 11 more on that one, and another first down.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Trying to get out wide, but he's going to be tackled right near the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 13.
And as we've seen throughout this season, it's no picnic trying to score touchdowns against this unit. They're ranked number 1 against the run. But it's also difficult because it's not easy to throw the ball against them either.
A field goal would get them the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on 3rd down.
Gun! 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 All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Watch it now, Barney. Barney.
Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. Pressure up the middle, and down he goes.
That's his 2nd sack of the game. The best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And that will break our tie and give them a 3-point lead. Well, they don't get a touchdown here on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter, but I think maybe you still say mission accomplished as they come away with the lead.
No, absolutely. You keep the pressure on, right? You go downfield, get some points up on the board, and hope that you've motivated your defense to take the field and hold that lead.
And the Steelers set to take the field. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. Shedding the tackle. And here now is spin. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know just takes a...
2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
Watch it now, Barney. Barney.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler first down.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Well, we had a number of good games in the afternoon sessions, but this Sunday nighter might top them all. So we come up here on 1st and 10. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. Tackle is made by Cameron Jordan. Well, at least he was able to break that initial contact, or it could have been a loss.
Yeah, give credit to the defensive player, though. What did he do? Made him slow down, slow up his feet, and allowed the rest of the guys to get there to finish him off.
Second down, here's Rudolph. It's complete to Brown, right side. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That'll put him up over 160 yards receiving now for the game. They can't seem to stop it. So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 47. And they'll go with a ground attack here. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Back 99 Philly, here we go. Gun, 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 gun.
Rudolph throwing on 2nd down. He's going to sling this deep downfield. It's caught at the 10. They give him a gain of 37. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
A good pickup there, 7 yards, and it's going to be 2nd and goal now.
Okay, no score on that play, but this guy's been a touchdown machine all year long. You know they trust him with the football.
Good yardage on 1st down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal? They come out here in the eye. They'll go with the keeper. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Mason Rudolph keeping it himself on the quarterback sneak. And the Steelers have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. Boswell good with the extra point. And that will make this a 4-point game. Boswell on now to kick this one away. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And they had a long drive last time, but they had to settle for a field goal, and I'm sure that's how it felt to them, settling. They probably should have gotten in the end zone.
Yeah, not out-and-out joy, right? Because that's what you get when you put the ball in the end zone. But there are benefits to that type of a long drive. Your defense gets a chance to take a break, adjust a little bit, maybe get themselves ready to get back out on the field and play a little bit better. So they'll take the benefit even though they wanted the 6 points.
And maybe wore down the other defense. We'll see. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. They'll go option on 2nd down, right side. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The keeper there turning into a big play of 23 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Pretty nice play here. They go read option, read the defensive end, and when he claps down inside, how about the quarterback pulling it, keeping it, and not only getting to the second level, but picking up some really nice yardage.
Very, very well read. They'll go option to the short side. And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
I don't think there's any doubt that if it's me, I'd be really cautious about continuing to call this play because you got to know, defenders, if they get a free shot at the QB, they want to take it, and they want to take it big.
And they got it there on the option play for a loss.
Watch him now, Barney.
On second down, Jackson eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is third and long.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19.
Jackson from the shotgun. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down.
They don't want it, fellas. They don't want it. Keep playing hard.
Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 18. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
And on the ground they go with the running back. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. Well, they will throw it here with Rudolph. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And now the Ravens are going to take another timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. They're not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Back 99 Philly, here we go.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And nothing but daylight ahead. 20. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A great effort there with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Steelers find a way to stretch their lead. Extra point put through by Boswell. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Boswell on now to kick this one away. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and end up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. Here's Jackson to throw. Flush to his right. He's going to let it fly. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete. So the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down. Tried to go for the big one there on second down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
Jackson now throwing on third and long. He dumps it off to Drake. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. 7 yards on the play. And that's going to bring up a fourth down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high-percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down.
Watch it now, Barney.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. An unlucky number here, a loss of 13 on the play. And that'll bring up second down.
Detroit!
To throw again is Jackson. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this third and long play as we'll get a timeout. As the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game.
All right, now, lucky 56.
To throw is Jackson. On third down. Over the middle, complete. That's Fuller. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. The Raven passing game getting in sync. Another first down. First down now, but that clock rolling.
Watch it now, Barney.
Now Jackson on first down. Being chased out left. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. Jackson now on 2nd and 10. It goes as a loss of 6. And now third down. The Ravens on third down. They've hit on 6 of their 8 tries. Very good. This is 3rd and 6.